Liverpool fans can breathe a little easier. While the Reds remain firmly in the fight for the Premier League title, a great uncertainty looms over Anfield. The future of three of the team's biggest legends. Mohamed Salah, Virgil van Dijk and Trent Alexander-Arnold are getting closer to the end of their contracts, and the possibility that they might play their last games for the club in just a few months has been haunting the fans. But now, a new signal coming directly from the Egyptian star may indicate that he is not yet ready to say goodbye. No one doubts that Salah remains one of the best players in the world. This season, his impressive performance makes him one of the standout names, not only in the Premier League, but in all of European football. With that, the idea of seeing him leave Anfield seems almost surreal. However, so far, his contract renewal remains undefined. The big turning point came when journalist James Pearce analysed a recent interview Salah gave to former player Steve McManaman for TNT Sports. During the chat, McManaman directly asked about his contractual situation, and then came Salah's enigmatic response. Politely, no update. Doesn't seem like much. For Pearce, this phrase carries a much more positive message than it appears. The journalist recalled that, a few weeks ago, Salah had made it clear that no negotiations were progressing and that there was no movement in talks with Liverpool. At that time, the tone seemed much more concerning. Now, with a more cautious response and without a hint of frustration, Pearce believes this could mean that something has changed behind the scenes. Moreover, he raised an important question. Does Salah really seem like a player ready to leave European football? With the tempting option of playing in the Saudi Pro League, where he would earn an astronomical salary, the forward still has the chance to rewrite the Premier League record books and continue his legendary journey at Liverpool. While the signing of the new contract hasn't happened yet, the fans remain anxious. But for the first time in weeks, there is a real reason to believe that Salah might continue wearing the red jersey. Salah isn't the only name leaving fans worried. Right-back Trent Alexander-Arnold is also at the centre of speculation. Real Madrid continues to keep an eye on the player, and, with his contract also nearing its end, many are already imagining that the star might be saying goodbye to Anfield. The journalist explained that, even with the silence surrounding the renewal, this doesn't mean Trent has already made a final decision. On Real Madrid's side, confidence that he could arrive cost-free midway through the year remains high, but within Liverpool, there is still hope that the full-back will stay at the club where he grew up and became one of the best in the world. With Arne Slot taking charge of the team starting next season, the mission of keeping their key stars will be one of the new manager's biggest challenges. Liverpool doesn't want to lose its pillars, especially at such a promising moment where the team could lift another Premier League trophy. And now, with a small glimmer of hope in the Salah case, fans might have a bit more optimism. Will the Egyptian idol continue to shine at Anfield? And Trent, will he resist the temptation to wear white and remain a symbol of the Reds? The saga continues, but the final chapters might have a happier ending than expected. If the uncertainty surrounding Mohamed Salah's future has already brought a breath of optimism to Liverpool fans, now there's an even bigger reason for excitement. The Reds aren't just on track to win the Premier League this season, but they're already being tipped as favourites to repeat the feat next season. Jamie Carragher, one of the most respected voices when it comes to Liverpool, didn't hesitate to state that Arne Slot's team could dominate the league again in 2025-26. Is it too early to talk about that? Maybe. But if there's one thing this season has proven, it's that Liverpool knows how to defy expectations and surprise the world. With an impressive lead in the table and increasingly consistent performances, the Reds not only have everything in place to lift the trophy this year, but also seem to have found a solid path to keep winning in the years to come. Liverpool fans know they can't celebrate too soon. After securing just one Premier League title in the last 34 years, the lesson has been learned. nothing is guaranteed until the trophy is in their hands. But the team's position in the standings and their evolution under Arne Slot are more than enough to generate a rare sense of optimism at Anfield. Jamie Carragher, always direct and passionate about the club, didn't mince words when stating he sees Liverpool repeating as champions next season. "I think next season will be the first time I'll predict Liverpool as champions before the season starts," he said on the It's Called Soccer podcast, "because I believe they'll do it again." The former defender explained that this confidence stems from the fact that Slot will have a much deeper understanding of the squad and its needs. He'll know the team better, the players, and, most importantly, the weaknesses in the squad. In other words, if with the current team the Reds are already dominating the Premier League, imagine what Slot could achieve with strategic reinforcements and a year of experience leading the club. Carragher also pointed out that Slot hasn't yet brought in any marquee signings, and that, when looking at the squad, the manager might think, "This is the team that won the league, lost only one game all season, and I can still improve it." As exciting as Carragher's vision may be, Gary Neville offered an important warning. For him, there's a major uncertainty that could change the entire landscape: the futures of Virgil van Dijk and Mohamed Salah. If Van Dijk leaves and Salah leaves, I honestly believe no one will be talking about Liverpool in this way at the start of next season. Neville cautioned. For him, losing either player would be a significant blow, but the departure of both would create a massive void in the team. On the other hand, if both stay, Neville believes Carragher could be right, and that Liverpool would be in a privileged position to strengthen the squad and continue competing for titles. Regardless of what happens between now and May, one thing is certain: Liverpool is already at a level of excellence few expected at the start of the season. If Slot can keep his stars and address weak points in the squad, the team has everything it takes to build a new era of success at Anfield. Will Manchester City bounce back stronger? Probably. Will Arsenal remain title contenders? No doubt. And perhaps Chelsea and Manchester United will re-enter the race as well. But for now, Liverpool seems ready to stay on top, and Arne Slot could be the man to transform this incredible season into the beginning of a true Red Empire in the Premier League. Liverpool may be on the verge of entering a golden era under Arne Slot, but one question still echoes among the fans. How has Mohamed Salah, one of the most decisive players in the Premier League, not yet won the Ballon d'Or? The Egyptian star revealed the only reason he has never claimed the most coveted individual prize in football, and his answer will surprise many. Click on the card to the side and discover what prevented Salah from being crowned the best in the world. See you there.